Yeah, my name is Zakashi, and in this video I'm bringing you guys a preview for the next anniversary raid. So this is going to be the second anniversary raid out of the 5 we're getting. Last week we got half corrupted Zamasu as the enemy. This time we've got anniversary raid versus Super Saiyan Rose Goku Black. Collect anniversary raid medals and exchange them for awesome rewards. So let's get into actually the details of this raid for you guys that don't know how a raid goes down. For you guys that do know how it goes down, you might just want to stay for the info regardless. But the preview of this information is actually releasing today, so this is the 10th of June. That's the day I'm recording this video, but the preview ends on the 12th, so you can assume that the raid also starts on the 12th. But it also shows the event period inside this information, which is really good. So you can see it says the event period starts on the 12th, 7 a.m. GMT +1, that's BST, and then it ends on the 15th at 7 a.m. GMT +1, that's BST. But it would only end on the 15th, assuming that we do not kill Rose. In most cases we always get down Rose or whoever the raid boss is. There's only a few exceptions where we haven't, just simply because everybody just likes grinding. Here's just some information to celebrate our 3rd anniversary. We're holding 5 consecutive anniversary raids, so you can expect a video like this from me every single week, pretty much every single week for the next 3 weeks after this one, because this would be the second one. How the raid works, I'm gonna briefly break it down here. It does explain later, but I want you guys to visualize it if you haven't ever participated in a raid. So if you've played co-op before, then you know that every time you finish a co-op battle, you do a certain amount of health to the boss, because the boss has a certain amount of health, right? But in a raid, there's a global health bar. So if I say the global health bar for the raid boss is actually like 300 billion, and every time that you defeat that co-op battle in the raid co-op mode, you do 30 million damage to the raid boss. It'd be cutting down at the global raid boss's health by 30 million every time. Then you imagine everybody in the world is doing co-op. Every time somebody in the world does one co-op battle, that's 30 million, 30 million, 30 million, 30 million, cutting down at that 300 billion that I used it as an example. That's how the raid boss raids work, which is quite useful, meaning that you can just continuously grind it and just go crazy at it for as long as you want, as long as the raid boss is alive. So it's best to play early, because there was one situation where the raid boss literally went down in the first like 8 hours, 6 hours. So depending on what time zone you're in, I know Americans for in terms of the UK are like 6 to 8 hours behind. They were going to sleep when the raid boss just going up. So by the time they woke up, they're pissed. They didn't even get to play. No chrono crystals for them. That's awful. So it's kind of techie depending on what time zone you're in, but it's best to try and play as soon as the raid boss goes live, so you can actually make sure to capitalize on the rewards in the scenario that the raid boss does go down early. But I feel like since that one time, everybody was literally angry, like no way it went down that fast. But since that one time, I feel like they've made precautions to make sure that the health is actually high, so that everybody can actually have a chance of playing. But just to take precaution, I'm letting you guys know, make sure to try play as early as possible. At least do first 20 runs, so you can at least claim all the chrono crystals available inside the raid. Now going into more information, the raid boss, like I said, is going to be Rose Goku Black. He's a dark type, so everybody pretty much has type disadvantage to him. However, because they're doing this, there's going to be boosts for certain characters. Here are some of the rewards that you get after you complete every single co-op run. So you get some medals. These are random drops, so you won't get them every time. Hoi Poi coins are real convenient, and especially because everybody's chasing that 600 legend limited Z power, so they can add to their LF characters. Sparking Z power and extreme Z power, these are always 50, but these come in 10s, and there's also some removal quits, but these are only some of them. I've seen people get like platinum coins. It says here are listed are only a portion of available of the battle rewards. There's more when you actually play. How to play, I explained this already, but honestly it's the same thing, just like I explained, so I'm not going to read into this. But if you want to read here, you can pause the screen right now. There's going to be some missions. So earlier when I was explaining how it works, I told you guys to at least play the first 20 runs as soon as you can. But the reason for that is so that you can actually clear out these missions. There's usually a mission that says play the raid at least 20 times, and then once you've played your 20th time, you'd claim all the missions available in the mission section, and then you'd be able to actually get all the 1,000 chrono crystals that's usually in the exchange shop. In the first raid, we actually got 1,000 chrono crystals, so it'd be real generous if they gave us another 1,000 chrono crystals, and for every single week of the raid we're gonna get 1,000 chrono crystals. I'm hoping there's 1,000 chrono crystals again, and you can expect that, because for every single raid that we've ever got, it's always been 1,000 chrono crystals in the exchange shop, so don't expect any less, honestly. here are some event tips, but it's literally just telling you the boost characters. So considering the first raid was half corrupted Zamasu and this one's Rose, last time we had the bonus character at the top being LF Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta. I feel like the main character for this raid might actually be Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan Vegito. That's what it's looking like anyways, and it would make sense because their arts kind of contrast. If you look on the left and I got on the right, the Rose, which his art card is beautiful by the way. But if he's the main character, that would make sense, because for the first raid, LF Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, he was actually just clearing it within like 30 seconds. It was insane how good Gogeta was for that first raid. So I wouldn't be surprised if they make it Vegito this time and actually give him a way bigger buff than any other of the boost characters. Not to say that these boost characters weren't good. Like in the first raid, Zamasu was the enemy. I know some people were running him and he's not bad. However, the main one at the top is always the go-to. So if you have him, you're in luck. If you don't, then you're just gonna have to settle for some of the other boost characters. Here's the exchange shop. So I mentioned before that you want to play the missions. You're gonna get these medals, and you also get them by doing some of the runs. On occasion, they might drop randomly like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, up to 8. Some people they used to give like 13 at a time. Sometimes if you get lucky, I've seen someone get 9. So don't expect like high drops all the time. The drop rates are pretty low, but once you collect a lot of those medals, you can exchange them for these rewards here. There's some nice rewards in the exchange shop. So platinum coins, chrono crystals, sparking Z power. These come in 10s, 50 remover eraser heads for the equipments, and some Zenkai souls. And there's even some more stuff in the exchange shop. Like there's something here that I'm missing. I had something on the tip of my, that's kind of pause, something in my head, but I forgot what I was gonna say. But it's some useful stuff that you can buy in the exchange shop just overall. So like you know how it only shows the 7 souls here, there's also going to be obviously 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 for each color. The Hoipo coins, you know how they work. You go to the home page. On the top left of the home page, there's a button that says Hoipo. If you press that, then you'd be able to actually use the Hoipo coins that you have, if you didn't know that, because people were actually asking me, where do I use the Hoipo coins? But yeah, it's like literally on your home page. But besides from that, you guys should know how Z power works. They're specific to certain characters, and for people that have never done a raid before or have never played co-op, if you can't participate, the reason being is because you haven't cleared this part of the story. So you need to clear main story 2 to 10 on normal difficulty before you can unlock co-op or any co-op raid. So just bear that in mind for new players. Get to this point of the story, then you'd be able to actually participate. But there's no information beyond that. All I can say is just when the raid comes out, I'll probably be streaming this on Saturday, so I'll probably be streaming it. If you want to come through and watch, I'll probably have a partner and just be trying to get the rewards up as much as I can. But for the most part, it should just be real fun. There's going to be 3 more raids. 1,000 chrono crystals is what we're expecting in the exchange shop. Hopefully they don't lower it to something else, but we'll just have to see. Let me know what you guys think. My name's Zakashi, guys, and I will see you guys in the next one.